Mr. Bina here, and today's episode will be about Introduction to Biochemistry. So what is biochemistry? Biochemistry is the study of the components of the different biological molecules. It explores the different chemical processes within the living organism, and this happens within the cellular level. So the different branches of biochemistry are the following. One is metabolism, the other one is molecular biology, then we also have plant biochemistry, we also have cell biochemistry, enzymology, immunology, and animal biochemistry. Metabolism. Metabolism is actually a chemical reaction in our body that changes the food that we eat into a useful energy. In this process, we will be requiring oxygen for conversion this food into energy that we use in our day-to-day activity. Speaking of molecular biology, this explores the structure and interactions of the different cellular molecules to provide knowledge in genes and proteins and even to their interaction. Plant biochemistry is also very important because this includes the study of the different chemical reactions in plants, such as photosynthesis, respiration, and the interaction between specific biochemical processes in plants, including the application of this in agriculture and in drug development. Cell biochemistry is the study of the different molecules and chemical processes that occur within our biological cell. This literally is about the cell in all living organisms. That includes animals and also in plants. Enzymology is the study of enzymes, especially on how these enzymes work, including biocatalysts as well as chemocatalysts, and how they fold into their enzymatic shape. Now, immunology is the study of the immune system and how it works to recognize the antigens, such as how the proteins lock onto the specific antigens, and how this body or ourself can defend from the different diseases. So what is animal biochemistry? This is the study of the different chemical reactions such as the development of our cell, and including in there is the cell growth and heredity, and including also there the disease going on in the body of an animal such as we humans. So to summarize the first part of the introduction to biochemistry, it is said that biochemistry is the study of the different biomolecules, which I am going to discuss later after this slide. And that there are several branches of biochemistry. One is metabolism, the other one is molecular biology, the other one is plant biochemistry, cell biology, enzymology, immunology, and animal biochemistry. And when we talk about biochemistry, this talks about the different chemical processes within a living organism that happens in the cell or in the cellular level. So to continue, when we talk about biomolecules, these are mainly the four types of macromolecules. One is nucleic acid, next is carbohydrates, and the other one is lipids, and then the last one is proteins. So when we talk about nucleic acid, these are actually made of nucleotides. So the basic structure of a nucleic acid are nucleotides. An example of nucleic acid will be the deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA, and the ribonucleic acid, which is called the RNA. So all of this will be discussed thoroughly in the next chapter of this presentation. So when we talk about carbohydrates, an example to this are starches and the different types of sugar. So we know that the different types of sugar includes monosaccharide, disaccharides, and then polysaccharides and also oligosaccharides, which will be taken in the next topic of our presentation. Lipids are actually the different fats and different oils that are produced by our plants and animals. Lipids are also one of the basic components of our cell membrane. So the full detail about lipids will be discussed later on. So we also have proteins. Proteins are made from the different amino acids and then the different combination of these different amino acids. And we know that proteins has a wide and variety of functions in the body, including in there the immune system, enzymes, and so on and so forth. To summarize, the different biomolecules or the macromolecules in our body are the nucleic acid, carbohydrates, lipids, and proteins. When we talk about nucleic acid, these are made of nucleotides, and there are different types of samples of nucleic acid. One is deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA. This is the one that holds the genetic information of our body. And we also have RNA. This will be used later on for the transcription and the translation of the code of the DNA into a protein. And also we have carbohydrates. These are the different sugars and starches. So when we talk about sugars, they are the monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, and also polysaccharides. And also for the lipids, these are components of our cell membranes, and an example of lipids are oils and fats. They come from the different plants and animals. So the difference between fats and oils is that fat is actually solid at room temperature while oils are actually liquid at room temperature. And another one is protein. Protein is made from the different amino acids, and an example of protein are, of course, the enzymes in our body that is used to catalyze the different processes or molecular and chemical processes in our body.